Why, hello there. I am Tonton Bidon and we are back to the Sunless Skies, where I have gotten a crucial piece of information about locomotives. When switching locomotives, they do not in fact lose in value. So we could just buy the 3K locomotive, and that would take 3K off the price of the next locomotive we buy. So I guess we're gonna do that, but first we still had interface. We still have something to do here, and that's dealing with the black box. Let's go for that first. House without windows. To find the address given in Captain Whitlock's will, you make your way through little used streets in one of London's lower, smokier levels. On a secluded courtyard, flanked by the backs of warehouses and factories, stands a tall grey house with one door and no windows. When you knock, a blind butler answers. Yes? Oh, we downright deliver the black box. Fulfill Captain Whitlock's last request. We could also just sell it, but fine, let's honor the captain's memory. As a bona fide sociopath, it doesn't seem like a thing we are bound to do, but let's do it. The butler is pleased. Ah, our resident has arrived. Please bring him in. Everything has been prepared according to Captain Whitlock's instructions. As you maneuver the black box inside, you ask what those instructions were. She has arranged for Master Jacob's convalescence with us. I understand the young gentleman has suffered from a prolonged illness, which has left him unable to speak and afflicted him with a delicate disposition. Was that Jacob guy inside of the sarcophagus? He came from the Blue Kingdom, so I did expect some kind of dead person in there. Don't know whether that's a mummy or some just soul. His expression is entirely impassive. The affairs of the house have been organized in such a way as to never inconvenience him. He will require no visitors. An extensive library has been provided for his edification. Privacy or privacy is paramount. Let's go for privacy. With the box in place, the butler produces a key from his pocket, but waits for you to leave before using it. Thank you for your assistance, Principal. If Amelia, that's the first name of the captain I think, were still with us, she would thank you. Good day. You leave the house without windows behind, the matter of Captain Whitlock's legacy finally discharged. Is that it? I expected it to be a much more significant story. Well, that's fine. Okay. Nothing new in London, right? Yeah. Okay, so then let's deal with that locomotive story. So I was kind of gunning for that Juggernaut just because it's the only higher price option. However, we could also get any of these. Percival, Pellinor and Bediver. I think the one that was interesting me the most was the Bediver. There's a big weapon emplacement here. Yeah, it's just downright better. A bit less fuel capacity, I guess. A mining vessel, +1 auxiliary slot. Hold is gonna be the thing that interests me the most, along with weapons. And well, shield emplacements, because that's more hold even. Hold. I was thinking about hull. Hull? Jesus. Let's check the pronunciation here, actually. Hull?
Hull.
Hull and
Hold.
hold. Hull, hold. Okay. So I was saying hull matters the most to me. Hold would matter a lot as well. Crew capacity matters too. Yeah. I feel like the Bedivere is just somewhat better. Okay, let's get it. I am hoping the equipment I bought for the Orpheon is gonna follow me in there. Name your locomotive. Oh. Well, that's a temporary locomotive, so I'm not gonna give it a name too significant. How do I write here? I think I'm gonna name the next locomotive after Dilly or some other important member of our crew. I'm seeing the holder right there. That's an escort. An escort ship. I have no idea. We will call it the placeholder. Because it's a placeholder before we buy the new locomotive. How do I confirm? Enter. Right. Right. And we can recoup that? What? Yeah, and now the Juggernaut is less expensive because we are trading this for it. We did switch. And we did keep our equipment. That's great. Okay. The whole point of buying a cheaper locomotive is that I still have money to buy other stuff. Such as that crazy engine. Hey. And we can sell the old one there. That's not what I wanted to do. How do I switch there? Okay. Shield. We could buy some more shielding. Is there any better? No. There's nothing else that goes in the shield slot. We did only barely escape death last time we fought something significant. So yeah, I will invest in that shitty shielding. Just for 10 more hull. Okay, are there any things we should be looking forward to? What are our cabins? They're +4, I think. Yeah, they're +4. So what's the point of the cozy cabins? I guess perhaps this is event related. I would expect that, yeah. Okay, then there is sensible plumbing. We don't have the Hartson, we never will. More hold space. We only have one auxiliary slot, which is a bit of a shame. As for weapons, that's the shotgun type weapon, right? Perhaps we will trade for that when we have more money. I'm not buying anything right now because I have barely more than 1,000 sovereigns, but I want to know what I can expect in the near future. Okay, so our holding space has not changed one bit. We just have much more hull and a better engine. That's basically the trade-off we went for. Okay. Where is... Oh, it's... Please. No, it's in here and there. We repair 60 sovereigns. How much do we have for HP actually? 80. I don't remember where we were. I think we had just 40. So we doubled our hull, which is amazing. We have the same amount of crew, the same hold. Okay. Well, I'm satisfied. And most importantly, we have a great engine. We might as well just take these prospects. Munitions can be reliably purchased at the Royal Society and the Empyrean. Did I write down these locations? Let's check that. Where is my note file? Here. The floating parliament lies to the west of London. Floating parliament, I did write that down. And here, the Clockwork Sun lies to the north-northwest. I wrote it was to the east-northeast. What? North-northwest. Let's write that down. I hope that's the right information. Okay, so munitions. Sufficiently dangerous munitions. Is that different from the carefully packed crates of sufficiently dangerous... from the crates we have? I guess not, right? I guess it's the same. Can be purchased at the Royal Society. That's a place I haven't heard of. Royal Society. I would expect it to be in Albion. As for literature, it's in Perdurance and Walbury Yuxtamare, which we have already heard of. Okay. Next. Do we try to deliver the munitions? I've not written down how many of them I need. Oh, jeez. Okay, so for the Parliament, it's 3 munitions. And for the Clockwork Sun, it's 5 literature. I mean, that gives us something to do, so yeah, let's get the munitions and go to the floating parliament, which is Plain West. Huh. So there's Brabazon, and it's Plain West, so perhaps it's somewhere there. There. Okay, well that's the zone we already explored, so I'm actually glad we go back. We can finish scouting. Okay, then we have some space for fuel and supplies. Let's buy a ton, that way we don't have to come back too soon. That looks like a much bigger locomotive. Yeah. Okay, and I guess we go west. There was nothing else to do in London, right? No. We do want to deliver plot reports to him. We'll do that later. Yeah, we're bigger than the dreadnoughts now. Full steam ahead. Your new engine allows you to activate full steam mode. Full steam mode allows you to travel much faster while it is engaged. To activate it, hold cruise control until your heat bar fills up to the mark. Full steam mode generates a lot of heat and costs fuel to activate. Make sure your heat bar is empty and you have sufficient fuel beforehand. Generates heat, so we can't hold it forever. Costs fuel to activate. Will it cost me more fuel overall, or travel much faster? I guess so, we're just burning fuel at an accelerated rate to go faster. so that would be inefficient, I guess. To return to normal speed, hold backward thrust, which is, yeah, what I'm using to brake, I guess. Our cruise control until your heat bar has drained. Beware, while in full steam mode, steering is harder, collisions are more painful, and you will not be able to dock or interact with discoveries. You will not be able to strafe or use your weapons until you disengage full steam mode. Okay, well, I guess that's good for running away. No, don't you dare collide with me. The Throne of Hours. I'm hoping there's gonna be a way for me to go west. I do want to take new paths, because I have a whole region to explore. Right, let's rust. Okay, these are quite effective considering the size of the locomotive. Those are some interesting bell sounds. They're distorted in some way. A bleak and stony stretch of sky. Yeah, we've not gone west at all. Let's fix that. Turn the scout away, perhaps. That's a thing, right? Okay. Vacant habitations molder here, another of Albion's failed expansions. Your bat is giddy with starlight, but reveals spotting something of interest. So we still want to sail. I don't know what that would provide me with. I guess more text, which I'm all for, but that's another saying thing. Okay, let's try. I guess it takes time to activate. Teeming factories choking smoke. The light of the clockwork sun is dulled as if shining through gaze. What is that? Kinda want to explore the other side, but okay, yeah. It seems static, so let's just explore the other side. And then come back to it. What's that? When the graveyard were full, London committed the dead to the sky. Jesus. Humble wooden coffins pepper the sky here. This is a bully's acre, a pauper's graveyard. There is little room for the dead in London. We could pay our respects, or just break open a coffin. Yeah, that sounds totally like what we will do. Some coffins bear crests indicating a significance paupers graves are rarely afforded. Perhaps you'll spot one. After several silent minutes stood at the window, watching coffins drift by, a keen-eyed signaller cries out, a flash of silver. You hurry to the footplate, cold shovel in hand, to hook the coffin as it passes. You almost stumble over into the sky, but you reach the coffin with its crest of silver and hold it aboard. The crest is the university's. The silver's real, as are the chains that seal the coffin. You fetch the bolt cutters. Inside, an experimental device for fracturing navarotine, too precious to leave in the hands of academic scholarship, apparently. Okay. Oh hey! I know your kind. What was he doing in the graveyard? Now how could we not see a creature that size? Please don't shoot. Okay. Same evens. Well, same choice then. We take the bronze wood. Our terror is quite high, I've just noticed. I don't think we found a way to reduce terror in London. It would be pretty bad if we didn't have one. I don't want to have to go to the Reach every time I'm terrified. Because that happens on a regular basis. And the same thing again, jeez. Copper bottom kitchen. A touch of the sky. Right, we've had that event a few times. Let's just use supplies. Terra has fallen, that's great. Yeah, that's the fumes. Oh. It was nothing. Well. Let's send the scout away. Something here. Stuff to scavenge. That's supplies, great. I wouldn't expect there to be anything, but let's still unveil it. Well, actually, there's a passage. West of London. The station is not here. It's way too close to the Brabazon work world, so I guess we want to go that way. Perhaps we can reach it like that. We've got 3 fuel and 4 supplies, we are pretty good. Is that collidable or not? It is. It totally is. Something there. I don't know where we're gonna go. Another graveyard. Well, what do we get? Another condemned experiment. I did not even read the text. That's a dead end. Do they sell fuel? They do. Because we're getting a bit low. Scout away. Right. That's the ranged dreadnought. We've seen that before. Did not expect that to hit. Shoots. Jesus. The crewman explains the concept of democracy to the devil. Laughter ensues, I'm sure. The ranged dreadnought's rapid aggression is stilled now. Your lights reveal glassy growths encasing sections of its ravaged hull. Where the battle has shattered them, they spill across the sky in a plume of shards and dust. We could loot the hull or recover glass. Well, that is the significant option, so we take that one, I guess. We needed crew for that. The eerie contagion of glass that afflicts the dreadnought may yield valuable materials, if you can find a large enough slab. You find a promising and cracked stretch of glass infecting the dreadnought's cylinder. You and your sky-suited crew set to work carefully prying it away from the surrounding steel, your reflections shiver in the glass, distorted and ghostly. Okay. I think that was a rather valuable resource. Inspired by Parliament, the Rat Brigade votes on trying democracy. The result is vetoed. What? Ah, okay, we just got a level. Metamorphosis of Scandal, Pestilence, Haunted, or the Blockade of New Winchester. Pestilence. Since arriving in the heavens through the avid horizon, you have contracted an unlikely illness. You are turning imperceptibly slowly into glass. What? That's kind of interesting. But it's hot, and we despise hot. Let's just go for the Blockade of New Winchester. You fought in the greatest battle of the Winchester War, when the regional governor, appointed by Her Majesty, was driven from the Reach. The independent Tacites besieged the port. The loyalist stovepipes hoped to hold out until reinforcements led by the Imperial Dreadnought, Her Majesty's displeasure, could arrive. Which side did you fight on? The stovepipes or the Tacites? Ah. That would lead to us taking a side. I don't really want to take a side here. What about the pestilence? The progress of the disease has halted for now, but where has it taken root? Beside your heart or in your lungs? Given that we have no heart, that kind of makes sense. Haunted would make sense as well. What is the nature of the haunting? A ghostly presence or nightmarish visitations? I kind of like that too. They're all pretty cool. I think this one fits our character the best. A ghostly presence or nightmarish visitations. Do sociopaths have nightmares? Not that they would admit, but yeah, let's just go with the ghost thing. A chill on the window, a breeze when the window is closed, a pressure on the edge of the bed, as if someone was sat there as you slept. You are not alone. Okay, then. To the floating parliament we go. Goes here.